Hi, everyone. So glad to be here. And we had a little switcheroo to this afternoon. We were on Facebook Live, and now we switched over to Zoom. There was some technical difficulties, but we just rolled with the punches, and here we are. And we have Marla. It's one of our teachers at the Art Connection Summit. So Leslie, would you like to introduce Marla?
I would love to introduce Marla. Marla is self-taught artist who's been designing and creating dolls for 22 years. She infuses her work with inspiration and beauty that she finds in nature, dreams, animals, children, and other people. Marla says, I could no less stop creating art than I can stop breathing. Her focus has been on needle sculpting cloth dolls for the past several years, but also has experience with several other mediums, including paper clay and polymer clay. You cannot help but smile when you see her dolls. Welcome, Marla. We're so happy you're here with us.
Hi, Marla. I'm glad we were able to work all of this out because we sure wanted you to be interviewed and people to know about your great classes you're offering at a Art Connection Summit.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Marla, one of the things that we're asking our artists is, how did you start making art?
I've always created art. Since my earliest memories of a child, I've always been doing something with art, and it just kind of transitioned throughout my life, but it's something that's always been with me. I've been fortunate enough to have been encouraged a lot throughout. So I think when you're a child and you start creating art, I think all children tend to, but they stop when they're discouraged, and unfortunately.
Yes. Well, and what inspires you and motivates you to create your art, Marla?
Absolutely everything.
Does that sound familiar?
Yes,
I think everybody says the same thing.
I live in the country, so I'm surrounded by beautiful nature, and so that does inspire me. But you know, going to an art museum, being in the presence of great art inspires me. Also, just being with other artists. I have several friends that are also artists, and I think when you work together in a group, that's always inspiring, and you kind of encourage each other. But literature, and I could hear a sound. I was playing with colors the other day, and just, you know, different things inspire me. So there's always something going on in my head for that.
That's great.
Yeah, I find this is like a common theme along all our interviews, is that, you know, artists seem to be more like their vision is a little bit more open, and they are more aware of, you know, sound and sight and senses and that type of thing. So it seems to be a great theme among them. And then, is there an element of your art that you enjoy working with the most?
I guess I find like everything I do connects. So even if I go on a tangent and do something else, it all comes together. I think I have a case of artistic ADD because I'm always chasing something shiny down the artistic rabbit hole. But I love watercolors, and I love beadwork, and I love working with fabric. So I pull them all together for my figurative fiber art dolls. But there's times where I just go off and do just straight watercolor painting. But I use that on my dolls too, you know, but I'll do, you know, just on paper also, and I'll do the bead embroidery. I've done that for years and years, and I started incorporating that into my work. So pretty much most of my dolls have some beadwork done. So I think I just love it all.
Yes, yes. It all works so nicely for you too, Marla. You do some amazing work with your cloth dolls and incorporating also for painting your faces and doing the beading. It just all comes together nicely for you.
Mhm.
Thank you, Rachel.
And why do you make art, Marla, why, what's that feeling that makes you want to create art?
I can't stop. You know, I just can't stop. It's, I guess, and I can't, seriously, I can't stop creating art. I have always been creating art. It's not even like an option, but I think it's because it's very calming. I
Mhm.
find it almost meditative, and it gives me something really beautiful to think about and focus on every day. So it's,
Mhm.
you know, it's always there. You know, I think it's just a part of me, and that's
Yeah.
why I create.
Yeah,
The
I think
thought of
that's,
stopping crossed my mind.
Yeah.
oh no,
Never.
I don't think any, me either.
Yeah.
No, me either.
And
It's,
what connection do you personally have with your art?
I think my art, well, I know my art comes from my art, so
Mhm.
it's very connected to me. I feel it's part of me.
Mhm.
Are you still there?
Yeah.
yes,
Mhm.
Yeah.
we're still here.
So it's just a part of me. I feel very connected to the point when I first started selling my art. I had a real hard time letting it go, and I've gotten over that, so I can let it go now. But it's just you're putting yourself out there, I think,
Yes.
with your expression and everything.
I
Yes.
feel that there's always there's such a huge piece of you that goes into most artists, there's such a huge piece of themselves that goes into their artwork. So you really are giving like a part of you away with it, because we're so connected. Yeah.
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 So Marla, what does your art mean to you?
My art to me is more like I focus on the process. So for me, it's a part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
It's my path, I guess, how you would say it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just there. It's just a continuation, I guess.
Yes, yes. Well, and I feel that art, it's it's the way we express ourselves, like some people write, some people sing, some people dance, and others create, three-dimensional figurative, and it is our voice, it is our expression. And so the final question is why did you choose to teach?
Well, I teach because I find such pleasure in what I do. I really enjoy creating, and I just feel like I want to share that with others. And I like to hope that my classes are like basically a springboard for someone to take a class and then just take that taste and continue and move forward and just incorporate that into a part of their life and just enjoy creating. So
Well, Marla, you do a fabulous job teaching. You've been with me for a long time. And I have to say that when you send me lessons, they are spot on. You don't leave nothing to chance or for anybody have to figure out anything out because they're very, very complete. You do a great job on your lessons.
Thank you, Adele. I appreciate that.
And
So,
Marla, do you have your pieces that you're going to be teaching with the Art Connection Summit? close by?
Um,
We should have given you that little hint.
well, you should have given me that little hint. I have, actually, I can run and grab one.
Okay,
Don't
go
do
right
it.
ahead. Yeah,
Don't
we're
do it.
not going anywhere.
Yep, we're here.
I think we can find something to talk about.
Oh, well, yeah, you think?
Well, let's tell them that tomorrow
Yes,
registration
tomorrow.
opens.
Yes, our registration open. So Marla will be one of our teachers, and many of our teachers are teaching 2 classes. So we have a large lineup of classes for you guys.
Right. And I think with Marla showing you her pieces, you'll also realize the size of the pieces because you really can't tell with the graphics. You think
Yeah.
they're really big, and they're not. They're small pieces.
Yes.
So Marla, you have bear and raccoon there?
I do. This is Bear,
She's adorable.
and this is Raccoon.
Yeah.
What size are they?
I don't know how.
There you go.
They're
That's-
about 8.5 inches tall.
yeah,
Yeah.
So,
that's a great size.
and you know, they have little hats that go on and off, little shoes. They're beaded. There's beadwork here and here, and so they were so much fun. I started out with this one. This was my prototype, and then I made the class out of, and just this was my, you know, when we were all basically quarantine at home type
Yeah.
thing. I did this for me, and then I did these, and these are the necklaces.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're nice size.
Yeah.
Oh, now I can appreciate the
Yeah.
size, you know, that's great. Oh, those are wonderful.
And these are,
Oh, those will
this
be
is the
so
one
much
I
fun.
filmed. I made this one first, and then I filmed this one.
Beautiful. And can you describe a little bit about the technique in the necklace?
Well, the necklace is, it's made out of cloth, the face. So there's simple needle sculpting on it. And it's something, even if you've never needle sculpted, the directions could bring you through it. And obviously both classes are video. So you'll see me demonstrate everything step by step along with the PDF. And I did an artist pens to decorate it. And then I used bead embroidery, and I show you step by step how to do that, and bead embroidery around the backing. And then you also have, there's a peyote stitch bail that I teach you to do. And the flowers that I added are made out of fabric. And I show you step by step how to do that and add that and how to do the fringe. The other thing is I basically show you how to make the necklace. So, and then how to attach it to basically a clasp. But if you don't want to do that, you can attach it to any kind of neck chain, you know.
Right. That's lovely. That's what a fun piece.
Yeah, I love it. And then what can you briefly describe a little bit with your dolls, what the techniques are that people will be just can't wait to learn?
This is kind of very different than any of the classes that I've taught up until now, because the ball joints are completely enclosed in fabric.
Yes.
So that's a new technique. I was just playing around. I'm always trying to figure out new techniques. And so that's one that I have for this. And so you'll learn how to do that, create a cloth ball jointed doll. The head is a swivel neck. So that's something that's shown in the class. And what's different is usually my dolls are needle sculpted and there's a cloth overlay on the face, but this doesn't have an overlay. So this is needle sculpted without, and I'm showing a little secret technique for that. The other thing is to learn how to do the needle felting 2 different kinds of hairdos. So you'll have instruction on both of those. The other thing is these are all hand painted the skin tone. So you'll learn how to use tube watercolors to paint the skin tones and add the facial detailing with watercolor pencils and artist pens. And I think I used a little bit of Prismacolor pencils also. And you would have instruction on how to create both of them. So you can make one or the other or both if you choose. I also show you how to do the beadwork, which is some bead embroidery techniques, and also on the shoes, and show you how to make the shoes. And they're made out of felt, and how to make the hats that are made out of felt. So
Those are so cute. They're so cute.
That'll be really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And seeing them like this really, really helps because I don't know. I mean, I've been putting stuff on the sales page and I'm not really reading everything. So I didn't realize they were jointed as well.
Yeah.
That's good. That's what's great about these interviews when we do them, because there's little things like that that they help to show people what they're going to be learning in the classes.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Marla. We appreciate you taking the time to be with us.
Yes, and persevering and getting through. We was like, we knew we would get this interview. We're gonna figure this out. So good for you for hanging in there with us. Yeah, definitely. And any parting words, Marla, that you want to say about anything?
Just you know, I think this summit's going to be amazing, and I'm really happy and excited to be here and teaching at it. So, and thank you for both of you for all the work you've done putting it together.
Yes. Well, we're thrilled that you're on our teaching team, Marla, and we can't wait to open the doors for everybody. It's going to be so much fun. So thank you for being with us today also. We